Delhi adventure continues as we're getting our tickets to head into Old Delhi. The Delhi Metro recently hit a record high of 78.67 lakhs, nearly 8 million passengers in a single day with an average of 4.6 million passengers daily. This driverless network is nearly 97 kilometers long. Welcome to Old Delhi. We're now walking through one of the most historic areas of the city. Chandni Chowk was built in 1650 by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan and designed by his daughter Jahanara, meaning moon. It was historically divided by canals engineered to reflect the
So
moonlight.
that used to be a jeweler's home in the early 19th century, and it's still owned by the same family.
The wooden cart you see is called a tella, traditionally used for moving goods through these narrow lanes. The market is famous for specialized lanes, Dari Bakalan for silver and gold jewelry, and you absolutely must try the food here. The jalabis are fried in pure ghee, making them incredibly rich and delicious. Old Delhi was built by Shah Jahan, the Taj Mahal guy, as his new imperial capital in the 1648. He surrounded it with 6 kilometers of walls and 14 massive gates, creating one of the world's most magnificent cities.
So before we go to that mosque,
Time for some authentic Old Delhi street food.
so this is definitely a lot of breakfast.
Telling Kate that
What is
over
this
here we have
breakfast?
got potato curries, and these are wheat flour deep fried breads.
Sounds good.
In not spoon out of the bread, and then we'll scoop in the curry like this, so it doesn't
And we're about to
soil your
approach Jama
hands.
Masjid, one of India's most magnificent mosques. The mosque was built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan between 1650 and 1656, constructed by approximately 5,000 workers. It is also known as Masjid-e Jahan Numa, meaning mosque that reflects the whole world. It took 6 years to complete, and it's oriented to the west towards Mecca. It's absolutely breathtaking. This isn't just Delhi's largest mosque. It can accommodate around 25,000 worshippers at one time. Incredible
So
minarets stand
we
at
have
40
here.
meters high with 130 steps inside each one of them. The mosque is built from red sandstone. The main prayer hall has 7 arched entrances and walls that are covered in marble up to the waist level high. These screened areas you see is the woman's prayer section. In traditional mosque architecture, these jali screens allow women to participate in prayers while maintaining privacy. They can see the main prayer hall and hear the imam, but the intricate lattice work provides a sense of seclusion. This design element is found in mosques throughout the Islamic world and represent both function and artistry. The courtyard is paved with red sandstone from Rajasthan, and here where Muslims perform ablution before entering the prayer hall. Muslims perform this ritual washing to achieve physical and spiritual cleanliness, which is an essential part of the Islamic prayer practice. As we leave Jama Masjid, we're returning to the vibrant chaos of Old Delhi streets. So before we get on one of these cycle rickshaws, let me tell you a little bit. They were used in Kolkata starting back in about 1930 and are now common in rural and urban areas of India. They are eco-friendly vehicles which are perfect for navigating the narrow lanes of Old Delhi. They were introduced to Delhi in 1940 to replace hand-pulled rickshaws. Even with modern transport options, the pedicab has continued to grow in number because it requires little education or training, and it gives great opportunity for employment. And these rickshaw pullers work incredibly hard, navigating through the chaotic traffic with remarkable skill, as you will see. These rickshaw pullers work incredibly hard. Most of them pedal 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 or 7 days a week. They typically earn between 300 to 500 rupees per day, which is about $4 to $6 US. I'm not sure if my numbers are right, but that's pretty low. Like you saw in Bhutan, the Palu symbol that ward off evil spirits, here in India, people hang nimbu mirchi, lemon and green chilies above their doors and their shops. Rooted in Hindu tradition, and it's believed to ward off evil eye and bring good fortune to the homes and businesses. And this is a primary school with beautiful colonial era arches. Did you know that India has the world's largest education system with modern curricula teaching everything from Hindi and English to mathematics and sciences, ensuring every child has access to learning? And soon we're walking a lane with 9 doorways leading to historic jewelers' home, many still operated by the same families for generations. The intricate metalwork, traditional architecture, they all still date back to the Mughal period.
And it's famous because they used to be jewelry sellers. So of course you want to have your doors as intricate as possible to sell some good jewelry.
And soon we're entering Gurudwara Sis Ganj Sahib, and we receive head coverings, which is mandatory when entering any Sikh's Gurudwara as a sign of respect. Before walking in, we also enter into a pool of water to wash our feet, which is another Sikh tradition of cleanliness and humility before approaching the Guru Granth Sahib, the Sikh holy scripture. Now, let me tell you the story of this sacred place. Gurudwara Sis Ganj Sahib marks the site where the ninth Sikh Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur, was beheaded in 1675 on orders of the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Guru Tegh Bahadur is known as the Hindi Chadar, the shield of India, because he gave his life protecting the religious freedoms of Kashmiri Pandits and other non-Muslims. When the Aurangzeb demanded the Guru convert to Islam, he refused. Before the Guru's execution, 3 of his devoted followers were tortured and killed. Bhai Mati Das was sawed alive in 2 pieces. Bhai Dilala was boiled alive in oil, and Bhai Sati Das was burned alive. The Guru watched this with divine calm before his own beheading. If I mispronounce the names, I apologize. I will write them on the bottom of the script. What you're about to see is the heart of the Sikh philosophy, the langar. This is a free community kitchen where anyone, regardless of religion, caste, or social status, can eat for free. These volunteers prep thousands of meals daily. The women make roti, flatbread, while the men cook vegetables and dal in a massive cauldrons. Everything here is donated: the food, the labor, the love. This tradition was started by the first Sikh Guru to break down social barriers and to ensure no one goes hungry. This image on the wall shows Guru Har Gobind, the sixth Sikh Guru. In the dining hall, everyone sits together on the floors in rows, eating the same simple meal. The elevated platform is where the Guru Granth Sahib rests, and the long pole with the Chaur Sahib ceremonial whisk on top is waved over the holy book as a sign of respect and sovereignty. Here is the preserved trunk of the tree under which Guru Tegh Bahadur was martyred, and as we exit, we're receiving Kara Prasad, a blessed sweet food made from wheat flour, ghee, and sugar.
Okay, already. We're getting off. So we just got some chai tea. Actually, just chai because it means tea. Just look at this.
And we're now heading to Khari Baoli, which has been operating for over 350 years. The name means salty steep well. Every spice you can imagine is here, from Kashmiri saffron to Kerala black pepper, from Bengali turmeric to Rajasthan coriander. The aromas are absolutely intoxicating. Traders here supply spices not just across India but to restaurants and shops worldwide. This is where the magic of Indian cuisine literally begins.
So what you can't smell right now is what I'm smelling, which means we're getting closer and closer to the spice market. There's dried turmeric, to onions, to name it, and they have it. Even dried garlic.
Soon we go upstairs to get a bird's eye view of the spice market below to a place called Haveli, which is a traditional Indian mansion with a central courtyard, and these were built by the wealthy merchants and nobles during the Mughal era. The architecture features intricate carved wooden balconies, Jarokas, overhanging enclosed balconies, and beautiful stonework. Many of Old Delhi Havelis are centuries old, and from up here you can see the organized chaos of Khari Baoli, Asia's largest wholesale spice market. Down here among the sacks, you're surrounded by turmeric, coriander, chili, and salt, the backbone of Indian cuisine. These sacks weigh about 50 kilos each, and you should see how these laborers carry them balanced on their heads. It's an incredible feat of strength and balance.
Now, India is the largest production of chilies. 80% is produced here, bought here by the Portuguese actually. And they bought it from South America. So, yeah, look at all this chili.
India produces almost 2 million tons annually and contributes 43% of the world chili production, ahead of China, Ethiopia, and Thailand. Andhra Pradesh is the top chili producing state, contributing about 45% of India's total output, particularly from the famous Guntur region. And we're about to try Raj Kachori, literally the king of kachoris. Let me tell you what makes this special. The word Raj means king, and this kachori rules over all other chats because it's over the top in both taste and presentation. Inside this crisp, hollow, puree shell, you'll find boiled potatoes, moong dal, whole grain lentils, boiled chickpeas, and loads of yogurt whisked with sugar and black salt. But that's not all. It's topped with cilantro chutney, sweet tamarind chutney, and pomegranate seeds, plus crispy say chickpea noodles and various spices.
It's Raj Kachori, and it's like a burst of flavor. So we're going for a first impression. I don't know if I'm supposed to mix it up. It's actually quite yummy. Huh? A lot of flavor, like I said. Mmm. You have to try this. Absolutely.
After having this explosion of flavor in your mouth, of sweet, sour, spicy, crunchy, and creamy all at once, we're now going to Dilli Haat, a 6-acre land that only craftsmen registered with the government are eligible for stalls, which are allotted on a rotation basis to artisans from all corners of India for 15 days and nominal payment, which means the products are changing all the time. And for now, our Delhi tour is over as we need to catch an overnight train to Bikaner. And let's get the metro back to the hotel. We have a train to catch.
So the metro is a little bit busier than earlier, but that's also because we're in a different part of town. And it's actually very, very clean and well maintained. And make sure you keep your ticket because you need it at entrance and exit. Okay, you understand all that? That's how you get a ticket, you see? Good luck. There's probably an English version too. Back on the metro.
Okay, we can skip.
Skip it. So we got a woman only because the trains are pretty busy. So these are different type of dosas, but here is my masala dosa.
I sit here and pretend lunch.
Alright, so far, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one, and this one. So we are having some fennis and some sugar to kind of mellow the spices after a meal. And then I eat this.